The rain hammered the pavement, a relentless, unforgiving downpour. Neon signs flickered, painting the wet streets in streaks of lurid color. The air hung heavy, thick with the stench of cheap perfume and despair. This was my city, a concrete jungle where dreams drowned and shadows whispered secrets. I navigated the slick sidewalks, my trench coat pulled tight against the chill. Cigarette smoke swirled around me, a ghostly shroud in the damp air. This was my element, the darkness my companion. I was a detective, a hunter of truths in a city that thrived on lies. My name is Jack Rourke, and I deal in trouble. It's a living, just like any other in this city. My office? A dimly lit corner booth at the Blue Angel, a dive bar where the whiskey flowed like water and the clientele had stories etched on their faces. Tonight, Trouble walked in wearing a crimson dress, a vision in silk and curves. Her lips painted the color of blood. She moved like a phantom, her eyes searching the room until they locked onto mine. I knew her type, the kind of woman who could make a man forget his own name and lead him down a path to ruin with a single, seductive smile. "Mr. Rourke," her voice was a husky whisper, "I need your help." She introduced herself as Veronica Lake, a name too perfect for a dame like her. Her story tumbled out, a tale of a missing playwright, a stolen manuscript, and a love triangle gone sour. She claimed to be an actress, the playwright's muse, but I saw through the facade. There was something she wasn't telling me, secrets lurking beneath the surface like sharks in dark water. I should have walked away. Instead, I took her case. My investigation led me to a world of back-alley theaters, smoky jazz clubs, and opulent penthouse apartments. I questioned shady producers, heartbroken actresses, and jealous rivals, each encounter adding another layer of intrigue to the case. The missing playwright, Arthur Miller, was a rising star, his words sharper than a switchblade. Now he was gone, vanished without a trace. The only clue, his latest masterpiece, the manuscript for a play titled Raja's Workspace. As I delved deeper, I found myself drawn further into Veronica's web. Her lies were like silk threads, binding me tighter with every encounter. She was a master manipulator, playing me like a pawn in her game of shadows. We danced around each other, a tango of suspicion and desire. Her eyes held a strange mixture of fear and excitement, feeding my suspicions. I knew she was hiding something, but the truth remained elusive, shrouded in a fog of half-truths and seductive whispers. The city streets became my hunting ground, each dark corner a potential crime scene. One night, following a tip from a shifty informant, I found myself in a desolate alleyway, the stench of garbage thick in the air. And there he was, sprawled amidst the refuse. Arthur Miller, the missing playwright. His eyes stared vacantly at the unforgiving sky, a single bullet wound marring his temple. Betrayal had a bitter taste, and it lingered on my tongue. I sought solace at the Blue Angel, the amber liquid burning a trail down my throat. The bar was crowded, a cacophony of drunken laughter and mournful saxophone blues. But all I heard was the echo of Veronica's lies. The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. The stolen manuscript, the love triangle, Veronica's carefully constructed facade. It wasn't about the playwright or his words. It was about power, about ambition, about a woman willing to do anything to get what she wanted. I confronted Veronica in her luxurious penthouse apartment, the city lights twinkling beneath us. She denied everything, her eyes wide with feigned innocence. But I saw the truth reflected in their depths. She had used me, played on my emotions, all to cover her tracks. The stolen manuscript was her ticket to fame, the murder a necessary evil. I had been a fool to trust her, blinded by her beauty and her lies. As the police dragged Veronica away, her carefully crafted composure finally crumbled. She looked at me, her eyes filled with a mixture of rage and despair. And then she uttered a single sentence that shattered everything I thought I knew. "You're looking at the wrong killer, detective," she spat, her voice laced with venom. Arthur Miller's words were his own undoing. He knew too much, and someone silenced him for it. The rain continued to fall, washing away the remnants of her lies. I stood there, alone in the downpour, the weight of her words pressing down on me. The case was closed, but the truth remained elusive, lost in the labyrinthine shadows of the city.